I destroyed my cheating wife and her AP while I filed for divorce and started a new relationship. This all started when I discovered that my wife, the woman I had loved and been faithful to for years, was cheating on me with Tim, the husband of one of our friends. This friend was part of a couple that used to come over for house parties and barbecues, so the betrayal cut deep. I don't know how long this had been going on, but when I found out, my heart shattered into a million pieces. After a lot of soul searching, I realized that there was no way I could continue to be in a marriage with someone who betrayed me like that. So I started preparing for a divorce, but I also wanted to give my wife a taste of her own medicine before I left her for good. I had always been a faithful husband, but there was this beautiful coworker of mine who had been trying to get my attention for years. With my marriage now in shambles, I decided it was time to give her a chance. But before I told my wife about my decision to leave her, I constructed my plan to destroy her, Tim, and Tim's marriage. My first move was to send anonymous flowers and cards to Tim's workplace once per week. The cards were signed with a sultry message, thanking him for the passionate nights we'd spent together. It didn't take long for rumors to spread, and I could see the tension building between Tim and his wife. He was clearly feeling guilty, and his wife was questioning him, but he had no idea who was sending the flowers. To make things even better, this led my wife to wonder if Tim was cheating on her with someone else too. After that, I decided to do the same thing to my wife. I sent her flowers, chocolates, and cards with similar messages to her workplace. As the rumors started to circulate, I began asking her what the hell was going on. She was clearly caught off guard, but she couldn't deny the guilt she felt. I threatened divorce based on the bogus flowers and cards alone, forcing her to beg me to believe her and to lie about ever having cheated on me. The whole situation was putting even more pressure on both her and Tim, who were now both wondering if the other was cheating with someone else. With both marriages on the brink of collapse and my wife and Tim tangled in their web of lies, I decided it was time to drop the bomb. I finally had divorce papers served to my wife at work, and on the same day, I forwarded all the evidence I gathered about their affair, including pictures and screenshots of their conversations, to Tim's wife. I also sent a final bouquet of black roses to my wife's workplace, with a card that read, "Sorry to hear that Tim is cheating on you and his wife at the same time. That must really hurt. Ever since I found out, I decided to begin a new relationship and a new life without you. Everything is going great with my new girlfriend. She really respects that I never gave in to her attempts for my attention until I was walking out of my marriage. By the way, Tim's wife got a copy of yours and Tim's message thread today, including all of the pics and dirty memes you sent each other. They will most likely blame you for all of those flowers that were sent to him. I'm still not sure if he's the one sending you the flowers or not. I guess a third guy. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. Good luck with your new life. You're off to a great start." When she received the black roses and the card, I could practically feel the panic setting in. All the lies and deceit had come crashing down on her, and there was no way she could deny it any longer. The chaos that ensued was nothing short of spectacular. Tim's wife confronted him, and their marriage imploded just like mine. My wife, in a desperate attempt to save face, tried to pin the flowers on Tim, but it was too late. The damage was done, and there was no way to repair the relationships that had been destroyed. They were both looked at as total sluts and homewreckers from that day forward, and were ousted from many of their social circles. Throughout this entire ordeal, my relationship with my beautiful coworker had been blossoming. We were both upfront and honest about our pasts and our intentions, and we found comfort and solace in each other. It felt like a breath of fresh air to be with someone who truly respected me and valued our relationship. So, there you have it, Reddit. That's my story. It might not be the most conventional way to handle things, but sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. In the end, I'm happier than I've ever been, and I'm starting a new chapter in my life with someone I can trust and love wholeheartedly. Well, what do you think of this one? I am sure he could have done more to torment and confuse everyone, but perhaps he ran out of time. Or maybe he just was more committed to his own happiness rather than someone else's misery. What are your thoughts? What could he have done to make this even crazier than it was? Let us know in the comments below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.